Hey everybody, and welcome to Flippin' Profit. My name is Kobe, and today I'm going to go over how I made over $100 per hour reselling at just two thrift stores. This is my first actual video ever on the YouTube channel, so I want to give a little bit of background first before we get into the video. For me, I wanted to resell just to pick up some extra money on the side, and man, I am so glad that I did that. I've been reselling on eBay now for 6 months, and it's really made a big difference to me. My wife and I are actually taking a trip to Japan on the profits I've made just from eBay alone. So something really cool, whether you want to do this full time, part time. I wanted to share my experiences with you, so hopefully you can have the same success or even greater success. I'm one of those that I like to go to the garage, yard sales, estate sales. That's kind of my gig, my sweet spot, I'll say. But I definitely, when it's cold down here in the South, I'll go to the thrift stores. I'll go to the big box stores, Walmart, Lowe's, things like that. And I want to just show you how there's items sitting on the shelves or sitting in that garage sale that you can identify for a price discrepancy and sell for profit. So whether you want to do this part-time or maybe, you're not happy with your current job and you want to do this full-time, right? That's my goal, to help you and just share the knowledge that I've had and the success I've had. So maybe this can be something that you can pick up and do also. But without further ado, I know y'all didn't come here to hear me ramble. Let's get right into the video. All right, so here we are going into our first Goodwill of the day. One thing that really surprised me about this Goodwill, they had a ton of brand new bags with the actual retail tags on them. Now, unfortunately, I got a little bit too excited, so I didn't get the retail tags in the video here, but this is a Montana West Aztec print bag that really caught my eye. And you can see there that one goes for $20. And there was actually a second one here that I just grabbed for you. This one also went for $20. But when I looked up the comps, this thing went for right around $60. So I wanted to give it a shot. I always say never skip an aisle, and here actually on the Christmas aisle, I found this really cool Sam Simon figurine going for $2.99. The comps on him are about $20, and I actually sold him 4 days later for $18 plus shipping. So I'll be honest with you, I definitely didn't play with Barbies when I was young, but I do know there are some value in Barbies. I found this, what I thought was a trash can from 2023. I thought it looked really cool. Later when I looked it up, I actually found out it's a popcorn bin from the year they released the movie, selling for $1.99, and it actually goes for about $20. All right, so this is actually the best find from the first store. It is a very pretty light blue Lennox kettle with butterflies on both sides. I tried to show you all the inside, but it's a little bit too dark, so sorry about that. But when I looked up the comps for this thing, I was kind of shocked. And also, all that dirt on the bottom was easily cleaned up with a rag and some water. But this thing's going for around $54, but I think I'll be able to get 35 to 40 out of it. So here we go into store number two, another Goodwill. This first find, a really, really cool piece. It is actually a Pittsburgh Steelers bottle cap sign, and when you pick it up, this thing was in really, really good condition. Didn't have any dings, any scratches, anything like that on it. Going for $30, and Goodwill had it priced at $4.79, so definitely wanted to pick this one up. This next item, I actually didn't even pick it up, but I just wanted to show it. I've had some really good success with vintage crock pots and slow cookers. This one was going for $10.49, retailing around $40, so not enough profit there. That little bit of damage you probably could have fixed, but if you see one of these out in the wild, be sure to give it a scan at least. So I mentioned earlier in the video that reselling actually allowed me to afford a trip with my wife to Japan here in a couple months. So funny enough, I found these on the shelf today, and these are two Japanese sake cups together. Now the comp you're going to see calls it a teacup, but I definitely think they're sake cups. But the comp had them going for about $13, so I'm thinking I can get $20 to $25 out of the set. All right, saving the best item for last of the day. This is actually, funny enough, another Japanese style item. It's called a Napco Japanese cookie jar from the 1950s, going for $9.99 here at Goodwill. And y'all, I was shocked at the comps. But anytime you buy anything breakable like this, do your rounds, make sure there's no chips or cracks. But once it looked good, I went in and go ahead and put it in the cart. And as you can see here, one went for $329. I don't think I'm going to get that out of mine, but anywhere between the $80 to $100 range, I think is definitely fair game on this one. So I am a numbers crunching kind of guy. That's just how my brain works. So I wanted to show y'all the items for each store in the day and the profit overall today. So from the first store, we had those two beautiful Montana West bags, the small Sam Simon figure, the Barbie trash can or popcorn tin, whatever you want to use it for, and the blue tea kettle. So overall, you can see the cost per item, the sales price I'm trying to get for it, and the profit that I'm expecting and percent profit. So from just from the first store alone, I'm expecting around $142 of profit. and my ROI, or return on investment, is going to be around 268% for those items. So here's the breakdown for the second store. Obviously, we didn't buy as many things, but they had a lot heavier weight on profit. You can see we had that really cool Steelers bottle cap sign, the two sake cups, and the cookie jar. Now, the cookie jar was the highest profitable item of the day, and our overall percent return on investment there is 726% just from those three items, which I will take all day, every day. All right, so to recap today, you can see we only spent $71 on these different items, and we're expecting to get around $345 in sales, right? So do with the numbers, just subtracting the two, you can get your daily profit of around $274, and our percent profit on our $71 spent is going to be around 385%, which is way more than I've ever got putting my money in the stock market and then 2 hours later seeing how well I've done, right? So um, just wanted to show too my profit per hour, how I came up with that. I live in a relatively large area, so I have two Goodwills pretty close. So by the time we left our house, went shopping at the two Goodwills, and came back was just roughly around 2 hours. So dividing the $274 of profit by the 2 hours of work we put in was $137 per hour. Now, I'll kind of caveat that's before taxes and any kind of fees. So if you sell on eBay or Amazon, I know there's fees tied to that, but if you sell on Facebook, um, you can skip kind of some of those fees, but obviously you always are going to have to pay tax. But I'll argue with you, right? Anywhere you go or work, whether you're working on a salary or X amount of dollars per hour, they're going to always tell you, hey, you're going to make this. They're not going to tell you, yeah, and you're also going to get taxed on that salary, right? So, really cool to see. So first off, I just want to thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video. This was my first YouTube video ever, like I mentioned earlier. So please leave me some feedback, positive or negative, right? If I don't know what I'm doing good or if I don't know what I'm doing bad, I'm not going to be able to improve and give y'all what y'all are looking for, right? I hope you got something out of this video, at least found something new that, hey, next time I go thrifting or garage selling, whatever your gig is, to look for. But hey, good luck out there and happy flipping.